What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some Oakland A's franchise on MLB The Show 18. Today we have the recap for the month of July, and that means it is also the trade deadline. We were relatively quiet. I'll show you in a second why, but we only made one trade. We are buyers. I will go that far into details of spoilers. We are buying at the deadline, but not much. So what we did was we sent Trevor Cahill, who's in the minors, Trace Thompson, who is not doing well for us, and Yusmeiro Petit, a pretty good reliever. We sent them to the White Sox in exchange for Avisail Garcia, and we're actually getting almost $4 million out of the deal. So we went ahead. That's one trade we made at the deadline to try and make our team better. Here's the reason why. We're 55-55, so we're at 500. We have no shot at the division most likely, but the wild card, 3.5 back, plenty of time. Like I said, I didn't want to be sellers. I'm trying to be realistic. I'm not going to sell the team even though I want to. So we went ahead and made that deal. Kendall Graveman, the only one on the DL still. Taking a look at league leaders. Escobar is 13th in batting average. Marcus Semien ranks 13 in hits with 117. Doubles, Jed Lowry tied for 6th with 27. And Semien tied for 6th in triples with 5. Liam Hendricks leads the way with saves. Doesn't lead the way. He is 10th with 23. Over in ERA, Andrew Triggs is 2nd at 2.86, so definitely earning that number 1 starter role. And then Daniel Mangden, surprisingly, 3.15. Good for a top 5. Brett Anderson hanging in there as he is pitching for his life. More on that later. 3.51. Home runs allowed, Trigg is tied for 8th with 12. And Brett Anderson is tied for 13th with 13 allowed. Over to walks allowed, Sean Manaea having a quiet year, but still a pretty decent season. Tied for 10th with 33 walks allowed. And then Triggs is 3rd in whip with 1.19. Quietly having a Cy Young caliber season. Brett Anderson is tied for 13th at 1.28. So here we go, on to our rotation and lineup. Andrew Triggs, 2.86, he's 6-5, 77 strikeouts over 126 innings. Sean Manaea, 3.91, 4-9, 105 strikeouts. Daniel Mangden, 9-8 with a 3.15 ERA and 93 strikeouts. Paul Blackburn, who we just called up from AAA, made 1 start. He's 0-1 with an ERA of 3. And 1 strikeout. He's going to replace Chris Bassett, who we optioned to AAA because he was not doing well at all. And that's what I meant by Brett Anderson was kind of on the chopping block. It was him or Bassett. We ended up sending down Bassett because Brett Anderson has been pitching well lately. He is 8-11 with 3.51 ERA. And then we called up Ryan Dole from AAA. He's having a pretty good season down there. We called him up since we did send Petit over to the White Sox in the Avisail Garcia trade. We needed another arm up, so we called him up. Emilio Pagan, 4.37 ERA for him. David Colombe, 3.78. He's doing all right. He's starting to struggle a little bit. Ryan Butcher, 4.24. And then Blake Treinen, one of our All-Stars, 2.81. Still having a pretty good season. He's been killing it since we moved him to the setup role. And Liam Hendricks has been killing it in the closer role. 23 saves, 1.65 is his ERA. So on to the batting lineup. Marcus Semien hitting .266, 14 home runs. Team leading 55 RBIs out of the leadoff spot. But he's getting it done on the leadoff spot. I don't want to mess with that too bad. And I think RBIs is a little bloated of a stat anyway. Stephen Piscotty, 248, 11 homers, 34 RBIs. And then Avisail Garcia is going to bat 3rd for us. He's currently hitting .244, 12 homers, 33 RBIs. I tweaked the lineup a little bit, pretty much just inserted Avisail Garcia at 3 and then moved everybody down. Chris Davis hitting .249, Matt Olson 224, 14 homers, 44 RBIs. Matt Chapman 204, still struggling with the bat, 11 homers, 33 RBIs. Jed Lowry hitting .257, 8 homers and 47 RBIs. I moved him out of 3 down to 7. LaCroix slides down to 8, hitting .257, 6 homers, 20 RBIs. But he has been hot the last couple months. And then Escobar is killing it in the 9-hole. I don't want to mess with him. Still hitting .300 on the year, 3 homers, 33 RBIs. Over to the bench, Matt Joyce hitting 240 and 50 at-bats for us. Chad Pinner, 255 and 153 at-bats, 8 home runs. Boog Powell, 252. Bruce Maxwell, 264. And Mark Canha, 226. So our bench is actually performing pretty well for us. I'm pretty satisfied with where that's at right now. And then lastly, on to the player awards. Clayton Kershaw gets Pitcher of the Month. Anthony Rendon, Player of the Month. And then Rookie of the Month is G. Cooper for the Marlins in the National League. Over to the American League. Justin Verlander gets Pitcher of the Month, 2.06 ERA, 4.0. Player of the Month was Paulo Orlando of the Royals. Rookie of the Month, Ryan Cordell of the White Sox. We'll probably get more playing time now that Garcia's on our team. So yeah, that was the only move I made at the deadline. Like I said, we're not really sellers, but we're not going to win the World Series. I don't want to sell the farm system either. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the move I made. As well, if you want to enjoy the video, please leave a like down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more A's franchise. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time, peace.